Sweet Dan has comic review just for you.
One more time.
Once again, I find myself at the mercy of someone I wouldn't let pick my nose.
Read 'em, rate 'em, and rip 'em. That's our Sweet Dan Sweet.
Hey folks, how you doing? Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. It's time for
Sweet Talking with Sweet Dan Sweet and Comic Book Man.
And we're coming to you from Alternate Reality, which is located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood.
Beautiful.
Alternate Reality, are all new comics 15% off every day for everyone, especially folks who come in and say, Flame on!
Flame on.
And today we are brought to you by the letters D
Yep.
and the number 5.
5.
Just like Sesame Street, we're brought to you by the letter D and the number 5. D as in dumb.
Yep.
D as in dog. D as in
Debatably worth doing.
dumbass. And the number 5, and you will eventually get to telling us why it's brought by the number 5. It's a little layered.
It's meta. It's sort of a meta thing.
It's a meta.
This is a review that is multi-tiered and very existential.
Which you will understand almost immediately when we tell you we're reviewing today.
Yes.
Daken, Dark Wolverine number 1, and another book that has absolutely nothing to do with it. Transformers Drift number 1.
Right.
We're pairing those two up. Both start with
Makes
letter D.
perfect sense when you go
Drift.
back and rewind it.
Drift, Daken.
Yep.
And
D&D.
And you may pick out the 5 parallel there.
Or
if
you may
look
not,
close.
but we're not gonna spoon feed it to you.
But first off, we're going to do.
What?
You tell me. Daken.
Sure.
Let's do Daken first. Daken.
Daken.
This is Wolverine month here at Alternate
Whitest
Reality.
way of saying a Japanese name in the world.
Daken.
Daken. This is Wolverine month here at Alternate Reality because it's Wolverine month at Marvel. They're rebooting the entire Wolverine universe.
Yeah.
And in the first issue of Wolverine, he went to hell. Daken gets his own book. X-23's book, Our Time, is coming out in a couple of days.
Whew.
And I think there's one other Wolverine book that's coming out at the end of the month.
Yeah.
So this is Wolverine month. Daken, this has been his week. This is his book. Dan,
Yep.
how's the guy doing? How is this premiere effort that's come out? And by the way, this is an ongoing series. This is an ongoing
Yeah,
series.
it's they canceled Wolverine, which became Dark Wolverine,
And
to start a book called Wolverine and another book called Daken Dark Wolverine.
Well, Dark Wolverine was Daken's
Yes.
book, so
Yes.
that ran for like 10 issues, I think, or 15 issues, so they canceled.
Yeah, they ran for a little
And
while.
they canceled the book, and so they're giving Daken his own book. So how is this?
It's more of the same. If you enjoy Dark Wolverine
Yeah.
and you think Daken is a really cool character, and you like the work of Daniel Way and Marjorie Liu and Giuseppe Camuncoli,
Very good, nicely done.
this is a book for you.
Bo and I stumble through those Italian names. We really do.
If
If
you're looking for anything different,
Yeah.
anything interesting, or anything new or original to be done,
Might-
innovative in any way with the character,
might I say, entertaining?
you're sure. You
Okay.
could say, or we could do. Let's do D words. Delightful.
Delightful. If you're looking for something delightful,
Something
definitive.
definitive about the character Daken. If you're looking for something that just isn't dumb,
Dumb.
you're in the wrong place.
Wrong place. Try somewhere else.
Wolverine went to hell.
Wolverine went. Yes, he did.
Apparently.
That's the big storyline in his relaunch. Wolverine goes to hell. The body stays on Earth. The soul goes to hell.
And this is under the Wolverine Goes to Hell banner.
Okay.
Because the shadowy organization that has something to do with Wolverine going to hell, because there's a shadowy organization that has something to do with Wolverine going to hell,
Well, of course, he didn't go of his own
It's the
volition.
Girl Scouts.
Daken's going to screw them over.
Now, wait a minute. Daken doesn't like his dad. And Daken, I know, has
Hasn't.
plans for
Yes.
world conquest.
Of course.
And he's going to do that with the 2 claws that come out of the back of his hand.
Two
And
bone
as I've
claws.
always said, if you're going to take over the world and all you got going for you is 2 claws that come out of the back of your hand, think no small thoughts. Make no small plans. Go for it, son!
Reach for the stars.
Didn't in the X-Men movie, Magneto standing there, the second one, Magneto standing there talking about their plan, and Wolverine says, yeah, I'll go in and get him. And Magneto says, what are you going to do, scratch the dam with your claws?
It's like there's the character Daken,
Yes.
Wolverine Light. He got the Dark Wolverine treatment. Now he's still Dark Wolverine essentially. It's a go nowhere character. It's X-23 with a wiener. It's no, seriously. It's let's take these things about Wolverine: his claws, the fact that he likes samurai shit,
Yes.
and his ability to get girls. All right. Daken is half Japanese and half Canadian. He is got 2 claws. Used to have a third one, which got cut out of his arms by his old man. And now, and he has these pheromone abilities that allow him to score with either men or women because he's very bisexual. The character is very bisexual. There's some allusions to some more well-established superheroes being potentially sexually open.
Holy flame on! Who could that be?
We're not going to get into it. This is more of a metaphorical review.
Yes.
We're not in a storm or anything.
We're not in a storm.
We're not storming.
It's not a fantastic, leap of faith.
This is about the number 5 anyway.
Yeah, it's not about 4. It's about 5.
Subtle.
So the thing about this is you get the book opens with like Daken like molesting some model in a closet who's like really into it. She's like, yeah, this is awesome. And then he cuts up a bunch of dudes, cut them up with his karate.
Remember when heroes used to get books? Remember when good guys used to get books?
This guy charms an old-fashioned designer into making him his costume, tells him he's going to sleep with him, cuts his heart out. This is not a comic book I want to read. Not because of the gay stuff, not because of the fashion stuff. It's just derivative of everything in the and anything that has ever happened to Wolverine. It's literally that bad.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's some shadowy guy who Daken makes a bunch of threatening statements to, who you would think would be running the show because he's the shadowy guy.
Yeah.
No, the guy with the 2 bone claws says, "Hey, I'm gonna kill everybody."
So why does he want to save his dad?
He doesn't want to save his dad. He helped set up his old man. Then he tells Mystique, I don't understand. I'm gonna go out this way. I didn't like this book because I didn't get it.
Okay.
I think maybe it's on like up here, and I'm just like
it goes over your. Somehow I don't think this book went over your head. Somehow I don't think that it's up there, and you need a catcher's mitt. Somehow I don't
It's
think.
one of those things where nobody kills them but me.
Yeah.
Maybe it's one of those things.
I don't know.
A much better book.
Oh, well, all right.
A much better book, though.
A different book.
Is Transformers Different. A different book.
And not quite as deplorable.
Is
Or derivative.
Transformers Drift. Now, there's a reason you're doing Transformers Drift. Normally he does not read Transformers. No. But on Facebook, I had someone ask me, could you please do a Transformers review?
Wow.
Because we haven't done a Transformers review. And I told him, okay, I will stick the next number 1 that comes up for Transformers, I'll stick it under Dan's nose, and he'll review it. But
thanks, guys.
don't be surprised if he doesn't like it. Because if he doesn't like it, he'll say so. And if he likes it, he will say so. So this review is coming because of one person on Facebook.
Do we know his name?
I wish I'd looked it up. No. I wish I'd looked it up. He sent me a message on Facebook. I think it was on the stories page to do this.
Okay.
So this is for you.
This is
for you.
This is kind of pressure. Like I feel like if I crap on this too hard, I'm hurting some kids' feelings.
You review it as you see it. Okay.
And I'm going to. I used to love Transformers. I was a kid like anybody else in the 80s, except for people that were not kids in the 80s. And I thought the Transformers were like cool as hell. Mm-hmm. They were cars, and they were boom boxes and guns, and
refrigerators,
and then they did this.
And...
Wow, I'm a robot.
Yeah,
it's like that is like mind banging me. You know what I mean? Even now, I'm like, how did somebody come up with this?
And how old were you?
I was born in '83, dude. I have no idea.
Okay.
So fast forward. Like 20 years, and there's like 2 feature films, and they are a hot mess, and there are a plethora of comics you can choose from.
Okay.
And I get this one.
Yeah. It was the first one that came out.
Transformers Drift. First issue starts with in case you didn't know section.
Okay.
Drift is an ex-Decepticon who was banished by his people and joined the Autobots. All right, so you went from the bad guys to the good guys. Don't start sleeping yet. There's more. There's wake up.
Oh, okay.
All right. So after he gets banished by his people, due to some really well-placed robo ninja kicks, he gets into escape pod, lands on this planet. This shadowy cloaked figure who jumps around exactly looks exactly like that. It seriously looks like a Jawa from Transformers.
You will
from
go
Star
to
Wars.
the Dagobah system.
He helps free these trapped, enslaved people with this like little human ninja guy who isn't a little human ninja guy at all. He's another Transformer. This is the best part.
They're everywhere.
Him
Yes.
and the new guy
Yes.
look exactly alike. I couldn't tell the two apart.
So, how's the art?
The artist, it's all right. I have two different.
Depressing.
No. The art is very much in tune with the classic 80s take on the characters.
Okay.
So I appreciated that. My Transformers movie will always be the cartoon. I have it on DVD. I watch it once in a while. You know, when I'm ready to go to bed or something, I just need something to fall asleep to. This is very much blocky, straight-lined, not metallic, weird eyebrows and stuff like they have in the movie. So I appreciated the art for that. It was inconsistent at best. There were alien characters that were drawn one way for 2 panels, the next way the Transformers like stomping on him, and his arms look completely different. I have no idea who he's stomping on. In one panel, the little shadowy ninja dude is smaller than the Transformer. The next panel, they're the same size. I didn't know, like, this isn't a property. Transformers is about the transforming, if I'm not incorrect.
Right.
It's not a property that's properly conveyed through picture, comics.
Okay.
Movies, sure, it's still a hot mess, and they didn't get it right as far as I'm concerned, and I didn't enjoy any of them, and I won't watch any more of them. The cartoons at least understood it. You make the vroom sound, the guy bends his legs back, boom, he's a car. Okay. None of that is properly conveyed in a comic book. When something is that dependent on motion as its thing, as its big hook, it just doesn't work. Not saying, the writing is all right. There's like robots getting drunk in alleys on Cybertron, literally drunk. God. There's like cans of Robo beer, and talking about diseases, and I'm like, what diseases?
Are they drinking 30 weight?
You're robots. Why are you talking about diseases? There's things that as
Viruses.
An adult, well, yeah.
Viruses.
If they said virus, I wouldn't have said a word. Nobody says I got a computer disease.
Yeah.
I didn't wear a rubber and a Trojan disease got in my computer. Whatever. I think I've grown past it, and the nostalgia that I have for things like, I don't know, what's dumb that I like, Ninja Turtles. Let's say Ninja Turtles. This isn't Ninja Turtles to me. It's not. I grew up past it. You know what I mean? If this was a Rock Lords comic book, maybe I'd be into it or something like that. But not horrible. It's just not for me. And if you're a Transformers fan, maybe you need to know what's going on with Drift and what his backstory is. Maybe you needed to know that all your life, and now finally you've attained your goal, and it's you have nothing else to live for.
Delirium
Delirium
that you've reached Nirvana. Okay,
Seriously.
so this is
deceptive.
deceptive.
D for disastrous.
Okay, that's it. We're done. We're finished. We're out of here. We got nothing else. We got nothing else for you. But you go to the store's website. Check out all of Dan's reviews. And where's the store's website at? Sarah knows.
Of all the websites, it's the webbiest. www.myalternatereality.com.
So stop off at the store's website. Check out all of Dan's reviews. And until next time, this is Comic Book Man
Sweet Dan.
saying
Bye. Adios.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.